Hello, hello, and welcome to Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I believe that's how you pronounce that name. I don't know. Maybe I'll find out at some point, if it's ever said. Game by Sumugu, who, good game developer. Made Yearwalk, which I highly recommend. Device 6, which I played about 10 years ago and don't really remember much of, but very highly rated as well. And Sayonara Wild Hearts, which I don't know too much about, other than that it has great music. All of the games have great music. This one probably does too. This song is pretty great. What do I know about this one? Not much. It's a puzzle game. There's mazy stuff going on, I think. But I have no idea how to pronounce Lorelei. That's about it, really. Let's see. Well, here we are. I can go left, I can go right. There is a car. It's locked. But I have a car key. I can start the car, listen to the radio, look in the glove compartment. Very good. Anything in the glove compartment? An instruction booklet and a letter. Thank you for Memory recovered. Thank you for selecting the Lorelei and the Laser Eyes software. Please read this instruction booklet to ensure proper handling and maximum enjoyment. Save this instruction booklet for future reference. 2014 Simogo AB. The symbol is your guarantee that Simogo has developed this product and as such meets our standards for great workmanship, quality and artistic value. How very meta of you. What really happened at this old hotel? Who are you? Who are the other visitors? The goal of this game is to find the truth. To get the most out of this game, play in a quiet and dimly lit environment with pen and paper at hand. This game requires knowledge of real-life systems like the 24-hour clock, Roman numerals, Arabic numbers, and other such-like concepts. Parts of this game deal with and depict sensitive subjects and themes. Player discretion is advised. This game uses contextual controls, in which only the most common scenarios are outlined. Walk in the direction pressed. If the player character has enough caffeine in her blood, she will instead run. Also used for various selections in menus and highlighting objects when in a zoomed-in perspective on an object. Directionally input is also used to control the cursor when viewing maps. Pressing any button near an interactable object or another character, interact with it, yada 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 yada. When not in the proximity of anything, pressing the button will allow her to introspect. Introspection screen allows you to review various information you come across during your adventure, monitor various information about the player character's status, health, and needs. You can also review how much of the truth has been recovered. 100% truth recovery is not needed to complete the game. Every letter, document, note, and other important information found throughout the game is stored in the player character's memory. This information can be reviewed and retrieved at any time. See current possessions and the bag. Notes about each object's provenance, characteristics, and such can be viewed from here. Keep track of tasks. Chronological record of events which have occurred in the game. After finding a byte says system, you'll also be able to access it through the introspection screen. Software does not automatically save your progress. Start from later save. Computers can be used to load files from disks. Recommended to save your game before loading unknown files. You will find American dollars. We're in America, probably. Different rewards you can purchase with them are not required to complete the game. Amount is finite, new things to purchase may be discovered as you progress. In and around the hotel, you'll uncover bolted shortcuts. Opening them is not required to complete the game, but can make traversal quicker. Listen very carefully if a person is wearing an owl mask. If a revolver is raised, it means the game could be over if you do not answer correctly. You might not always have the required knowledge to solve a puzzle. Explore, observe, and be sure to check your memories. Some obtained information might be valuable later. Well, I'm glad we found that pretty quick. A photo followed the instruction manual. Look at the photo. Okay. Are we going with the Danganronpa vibrant neon pink blood? It kind of looks like it. Signorina, as discussed, I am expecting your arrival at Hotel Letztes, Jahr, on January 7th next year. That'll be 1983. 1983? 1963, then. This project is my magnum opus, the mother goose of all birds. It is my firm belief that you can help me transcend the limitation of art for humans. You will put on a show for the eyes of the cosmos. Ah, Nero. Pressing the wrong button. Any button but escape. Literally any other button. Anything else to do? Oh, there's lots of other things to do, like walk into the hotel. What happens if I start the car, then? It won't start. I feel like we should probably lock it behind us. Can't seem to access the trunk. The sign has been erected by the National Heritage Board and is maintained by the Olgenwaldberg Resident Association in consultation with the Olgenwaldberg Culture Committee. The Olgenwaldberg Forest and surrounding areas were given status as a national park in 1958. Camping or lighting fires strictly prohibited within the park at all times. Trees of the forest mainly consist of members of the Phagacinae family, including oaks, chestnuts, and beeches. Please report any instances of beech bark disease to the National Park Administration. The forest is home to many species of animals, including wildcats, badgers, bats, deer, and wild boars. The forest is Central Europe's largest colony of boreal owls. We're not in America, after all. We are somewhere in Central Europe. Where they speak, maybe that's German? It's a Germanic-sounding word. It ends in berg. Archaeological findings dating as far back as the Paleolithic era suggest that the grounds were considered holy. Today, because of its cultural history, it remains a favourite spot for artists, and countless films, books, and other works have been created or conceived here. For hundreds of years, the land was owned by the Schwarzwald family, of which the last member was renowned painter Renette Schwarzwald. After her tragic death, the state used the building as a home for the blind. Ah, laser eyes. After which the structure was sold and turned into the first hotel in the region. The origins of the mausoleum on the land is unknown. In fact, whether someone is buried inside or not has been a source of debate by local historians. The cemetery administration has refused the exhumation of the mausoleum. The site is home to a myriad of legends and mysteries. Reports of ghosts are plenty, and many visitors have tried to find a fabled treasure, but whether it ever existed is unknown. What mysteries would you find here? There is a map. There is a random red arrow pointing to a particular spot of forest. And apparently the hotel is to the north. I keep pressing escape. Literally any other button. It's too late to go back. Truth recovered, 0.6%. We're in the forest. Our stress is pretty low. Our temperature is average. Not much caffeine influence or bladder. We have no money. Maps, documents, letters. Came with the car. Small, very light, and started to crack. There's an LC logo on one side, and the serial number blah, 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 on the other. I'm not reading all that. The Lily Christine, or Elsie for short, was an Eastern European car model from Automobilwerk. Its bodywork was made entirely of plastic, making it exceptionally cheap to produce. Its keys were similarly made of plastic, and accordingly easily snapped in the ignition. After Automobilwerk collapsed, the corporation was confirmed to have been involved in a network of corporations which produced systems and components for materializing spectral information. Okay. Bought in a pharmacy in a town near the hotel, made of absorbent cotton, wrapped in wax paper. Do I need to know the history of tampons? Not particularly. I don't think so. Meet him at the hotel. Cool note. Arrived by car. It is not 1963. It is today. Right now. Right this very hour and second, apparently. Well, you know when I played this, then. Goodbye, car. Hello, leaves. This will be the mausoleum, then. It's locked. That ain't gonna help. Okay, so I know there's something off down this way, and indeed there is. It is $1. Nice. Lorenzo the Great. It's locked. There's a letter slot in the door. Tickets is scribbled in red paint below the slot. Lock the caravan. Don't suppose you have anything to say on the history of the American dollar. Found everywhere. On the front of every bill, the picture of the president has been scribbled on with black ink. He's been given cartoon mouse ears, eyes, and nose. There are stains of red substance on each bill. On the other side, the depiction of the Eye of Providence has been continuously circled using the red substance. Dollar bills with similar doodles have been in circulation in Northern Europe for at least 4 decades. They've been linked to case 630113RN, but it is likely that the vast majority of these bills are copies by unassociated pranksters. There have been exactly 100 findings of confirmed originals. There's probably 100 of them in the game, then. There's also a river. I'll check that map again. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so it loops a little bit. I don't think there's much else to see. There is, in fact, a river. Hello? It's locked. I have the strange sensation of being watched. I wonder why. There's a bench. Gatehouse. Also locked. We need a combination. Well, I don't have one. How does one leave the menu under this circumstance? I simply try the lock and it doesn't work. Hello there. The tag reads Rudy. Our mystery starts in previous correspondence. Find the year. Alright, bye. Okay, so this is gonna be 1, 9, 6, 3. Hello, friend computer. Hello, friend handheld gaming device. I will get back to you momentarily. It's bolted from the other side. Among handwritten notes like log gate, feed dog, and right handwritten notes, there's a typed letter. You were, as expected, clever, like the mouse who finds the fresh carrot among mouldy cheese. Forgive the strange welcome, we're locked gate and a black dog. We have to make sure to keep uninvited guests away. Meet me inside. Our journey 116 years back in time is about to begin. The past is the key to the future. Buona fortuna. Unlock the electrical cabinet. File system. Save. Here. Yes. Need file from disk. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay. Quiz club. Somehow I've skipped past $9 whole. Well, I might not even be able to reach most of them yet, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Okay. Shut down, install game, calc. That do be a calculator. No game installed. Well, we're gonna need a game to install. But I can see the current time, and it's accurate. Wow, it's hot in here, apparently. Okay. Is this 116 years back from now? Minus 116. 1909. Nope. Then... $1926 minus 116. Ugh. I do not have a photographic memory, clearly. 62, 62, 62. Would be 1846. Nope. Let's try 7. Yes. Now what have we here? Aha. Something plus something plus something equals 2014. This is clearly going to be far too much. This is clearly going to be not far enough. 100 ain't going to be enough. 700 is far too much again. This is ending in a 3. We need to end in a 4, so it's got to be +1. Don't even need to do the rest of the math. May as well save, since I'm right here. And in we go. Hello, doggo. Bolted shortcut. 16. It's locked. Okay, we can go back, we can go forward. Okay, it isn't just 16. Surveillance monitor. Man at the gate. Man with a hat. Whoops. Whoa. Those weren't there before. Hello? There's a calling card hidden inside the hat. Lorenzo the Great. I am half a magician without you. May I be permitted the enchanted pleasure of entertaining you this evening. You complete me. Huh. Well, it has to do with the shortcut. The symbols on that clearly mean something, but I don't have whatever I need to decode that. There's another $1. Nothing back here. I can hide behind the tree. Hello? Creator. Artist. Doggo. Fountain. Can't interact with it. Shrubbery, shrubbery, magician. Dreamer. Anything but the front door. It's bolted. Dog has had enough of wandering about. Well, he's not there anymore. There's an S and a C on the door. What does it mean? More boot prints. There's a keypad. I shall assume this is locked. Mm-hmm. There's a staircase there. And another dollar that I can see. And there's a lever up on the balcony. Easy enough. Do we want to follow the boot prints? Huh. There's someone talking in there. Gotta change the title to Laser Eyes? More action? Have you even read what I sent to you, Mr. Bob Hamburger? Is there someone with a soul I can talk to instead? I'm not being rude. If anything, I'm being too polite. Huh. It sounds like someone's very upset in there. Well, it looks like there's a letter. But I can't interact with it. It doesn't look like I can get back there. Ah, it's a doorway on the left side. Oh, I must be able to get back there somehow. Someone is still in there. There's still someone in there. There's a picture of an elephant with a hat. There are notices about events and happenings at the hotel. Lots of them. Missing script pages. Missing! Script pages. Has anybody seen my lost pages, last seen on my typewriter, January 13th? The content is some cosmic personal value, as is substantial reward for finding all 9 of them. Please deliver them personally. I'm staying in room 1963. Exhibition, 2nd floor, open all day, 3 admission. Among the many portraits, lithographs, and sculptures in the collection of Hotel Letztes, Jahr, guests and visitors are welcome to visit the exhibition hall on the 2nd floor. We are proud to currently be hosting the absorbing mixed media work of Lorelei, as well as a standing showing of Renette Schwarzwald's Himmelskorpe paintings. How many German words can I butcher today? There's something written on the back. Exhibition, 2nd floor, open to the enlightened. Have you taken the challenge of knowledge, and are you ready to step out into a world of true art? Are you the Foret Lobe? I can't read that bit. Is that a name? We welcome you, the real connoisseur, to see it all in the Red Gallery on the 2nd floor. Guided ghost tour with dinner. Backyard sign-up required. Brave the haunted dark nooks and crannies of the hotel and soak up the atmosphere of centuries past. Our nightly ghost tour is exclusive to our bravest guests, as the old building is home to a wide variety of spooks, good and bad. Most famously, the Countess, who is said to stalk the hallways in search of her eyes. And who knows, perhaps you will also be invited to find and enter the many hidden passages on the tour. Please observe that pre-registration is required and that children are only allowed in the company of an adult. Fortune Telling and Magic Show. Locations TBA, free for hotel guests. Since its opening, the mystery of magic and fortune telling has been synonymous with Hotel Letztes Jahr. Our guests can meet with the local mystic or enjoy his mysterious and magic show, but be aware, he always has a trick up his sleeve. Quiz night. Secret location only for members. Feeling knowledgeable? Try joining the Secret Quiz Club. Proud home of Europe's most trying trivia nights. How trying? Well, try finding it in the first place. To those who find their way to the hallways of wisdom, we promise an elite quiz which will challenge your awareness and perhaps even put your survival skills to the test. Frightening. Has anybody seen our document tubes? Please come by our temporary studio in the basement if you know of their whereabouts. Thank you. Well, they're still in there. Film poster. I can't interact with those pictures. Elevator service sign. Elevator is out of service. We apologize for the inconvenience. Well, I'm not calling that number. The elevator's out of order. But there's at least an espresso machine. I think I would need something to put into it, though. Adieu, Tbilski. Plus. A dog like all other dogs. It's locked. Well, it's clearly this poster plus this poster, but I don't know what these posters are supposed to represent in the first place. So... I shall have to return when I have more information. Hi. Nostalgia figurines. Collect all 20. Maybe later. Bolted from the other side. Of course. Why wouldn't I? Hello? Ah, document tube. Can't open it, though. I would need a number. What does that say? No idea. Don't even know what language that is. Swedish, maybe? It has the, double dots over the O. A lot of early sketches and notes on the drawing board. Symmetric design. One module costs 15. Estimated project cost. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then another 5. So 13 times 15. Which I don't know off the top of my head. But I can find out. 195. Don't suppose that goes in here. It does. Ah, we have a map. Hotel cellar. The cellar of the hotel is the home of a modern kitchen, wine cellar, a cutting-edge toilet for all kinds of needs, and a space fit for a lounge with a pool table. The old prison cell, previously only reachable from the outside, has been kept, but a shortcut leading to the elevator hallway has been added for convenience. Stairs from the elevator room lead to a space that has not yet been excavated, but the space deep below could be used to hide the most valuable secrets in the future. Kitchen. Basement below dining hall, wine cellar, horseman room, wine cellar, horseman room clock, basement lounge, basement well, basement, gaming room 1, water closet, the architect's studio, which is where I am right now, basement crafts room, prison, elevator hallway basement. Huh. Okay. Shredded poster. What have we here? Ah, this is one of the, or maybe one of the two things from above. Yeah, great. I wanted to actually assemble this. Or try to. This is going at the top. This is going at the bottom, because I can see the border. And we have the rows. Okay, well the shape is still not clear to me. Lorenzo the Great and his magic roses. This is not one of the posters from above. I can't tell what the shape is supposed to be. It's a shape. Okay, well. There's another shape. Bolted. There's a red paint here. Anything else to look at? It doesn't look like it. Scalpels and things on the floor. This might be slightly trickier because there's no border to work with as far as I can tell. Here we have his feet. No chains can hold Lorenzo the Great. Latest escape act. Is that there? Yeah, that's there. And that's there. Well, it's another shape. Definitely a shape. Mm-hmm. Well. I think that might be about everything I can do down here, then. It's this way. It loops around. No, it doesn't loop around. This is a different room. This is not the entryway. Does this loop around? Yes. Still in there. It's going somewhere else new. Biographies. Pages are torn out. Most of the book is covered in red paint, but a few pages and paragraphs are still readable. Given the recurring themes of gambling, Nero's comment about cards in a 1960s interview and technique and photography comes as no surprise. There is magic in cards. My childhood friend Gino could do things with cards that I've never seen since. He was good with tricks, little Gino. Il Bruto. A horrible gambler. He never realized that in order to win, you have to cheat. He was a simple boy who relied on luck. The game is rigged. Cheating is part of the game. The occult has always had a hold on Nero. From his scrapbooks, and indeed his work, which often included elements like crystal gazing, tarots, and such, we can surmise that he was particularly interested in soothsaying. He once said to Claudia Pacini, editor of The Entomologist's Dream, that he did not need to see the finished cut. He had already seen the whole film in a prophetic vision. He often said in interviews that he did not believe in fate, but to friends he often spoke about different methods to see the future. Contradictions are contrary to my beliefs, he famously wrote to his worst critic, Paul Dumont. Nero's relationship with money was complex. He would often gamble and frequently said that magic and money walk side by side in art. Yet he would contradictively, as often, claim that money stifled creativity, calling it a red man-eating beast. Whenever he had won big, he would buy a new black suit, and gladly spent money on diffuse creative endeavours which were often left unfinished. He would frequently donate money to a local dog shelter, since there were no anti-cat shelters to be found. Boo! How can you be anti-cat? Several friends and acquaintances were told stories about how Nero would carry around large amounts of cash in grocery bags or in his pockets, which would often result in him misplacing or losing them altogether. Besides the technical aspects, Nero had little interest in historical spectacles created in Sinterzo. The apparatus was too big to create anything which would not be controlled by outside forces. In one of Nero's many manifests, there's a satirical proposal claiming that only dictators should be allowed to direct films. The holiness of creative control is a recurring theme in Nero's scribblings and work. As time passed, his opinion would swing, and he instead regarded being out of control as the only viable way to create art. Surrendering to the ether, Nero calls it in another manifest. Nero's time at Synopsis is rarely spoke of, but he spoke of it briefly, and admittedly vaguely, in a 1959 interview with Swedish TV's Lars Helund. I heard the whispers in the stomach of the behemoth at the Synopsis. Synopsis? The old vanguard survivors from the silent era. I knew that there was an ancient conspiracy. I wanted in. Nero hated distinctions and swung like a pendulum between art house and exploitation. Yet the majority of his body of work isn't entirely inaccessible. A dog, like all other dogs, is still frequently aired on TV in Italy and Germany. An automobile is frequently screened at cult movie festivals. His work has an audience, but an animal terrible definitely ended his already limited commercial appeal. Nero had crossed the line between eccentric and madman, and the director abandoned the film after its initial premiere. The first and only Cinema Sostenuto project was a Trojan Horse. An American studio, likely not too familiar with his earlier work, had been convinced that Nero could create a cheap gothic horror film which was in vogue at the time. Had they read Nero's attached manifest, it was unlikely they would have given him assent. An early draft of the proposal suggested, hopefully jokingly, that the audience should be lined up and shot after each screening. He had a great interest in technique, and his friend Kay Agatz remembers their visit to the Electronic Art Symposium well. He called the whole exhibition a one-potato meal, but he kept coming back to Rez's parodic computer, which failed at every task given. It aligned well with his thoughts about machines surpassing humans while still being inept at everything, since they were built by morons. He called Rez a woman with laser eyes, and said that he already knew they would soon work together. Books about numbers. I'll come back to that in a moment, I think. Anything else in the room? Apart from that, books about language. My reading. Welcome to SC Bolts and Number Puzzles Volume 1, your shortcut to a quicker brain. Aha. This collection of my original number conundrums range from beginner to intermediate. Each puzzle can always be answered with a number between 0 and 99, and they're all sure to challenge your grey cells. I hope this book will both entertain and train your intellect. Good luck, Dr. S.C. Bolt. This will be for all the shortcut doors, then. Dr. Bolt, born 1949, has written over 200 puzzle books and constructed over 5,000 brain teasers and riddles. He is the director of the Puzzle Association of Denmark, and his puzzles have been published in all the world's biggest publications. What number is hidden behind the black bar? What is X plus Y? In a blah 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 puzzles. Maze. Like the 12-hour system, the superior 24-hour clock system is divided into 24 hours, counting from midnight to midnight. For example, 0000 is midnight, 2014 is 14 minutes past 8 in the evening, and 1847 is 47 minutes past 6 in the evening. Roman numeral system uses 7 symbols: I, V, X, L, C, D, and M. When using the system, one has to arrange them in different ways using addition and subtraction. For example, IX is 9 and VI is 6. Blah 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 blah. A strobogrammatic number is a rotationally symmetric ambigram. When written with most standard characters, a strobogrammatic number can be rotated 180 degrees and appear the same. Numbers like 8, 11, 69, and so on are all examples of strobogrammatic numbers. The most recent strobogrammatic years were 1881 and 1961, and the next is as far away as 6009. Useful Latin phrases. Magnum opus, that's a good one. Maybe one day it will be joyful to even remember these things. The Greek alphabet. Everyone knows the first few. And omega, but none of the ones in the middle. Pi, I thought that was a number. And various cardinal directions in various languages. Okay. Well, I think I may be able to get this door open. 16. Books. Magic posters. Okay, there's 3 more of them. $16. Wait, huh? Puzzle number question mark. 10. 16. Fewest amount of turns needed to reach the X. 1, 2, 3, 4. It might be better to try and go in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh dear. 29, 30. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Go that way. It's somewhere in the 40s, low 40s, high 30s. Not 43. 42. There was a way to do it one faster, apparently, than the way I worked out. Cool. Shortcut acquired. What you doing? The dog is not a magician. The dog is a dog. Oh, hold on. Yeah, there's a document tube here. No idea what the number could be, though. Film poster. The entomologist's dream. But in reverse. Bolted from the other side. Locked. Lock east foyer. Foyer. Hello. Numbered books, lots and lots of numbered books, Book. That looks like phases of the moon. There's a number on the spine of the book in Roman numerals, but I can't read it. Whew. Pick one at random. It's stuck. There's a shortcut door over there. How would you even get to that staircase? There must be another way. Because it ain't from down here. Hold on. It looks like this bookshelf should move. Ooh. Ka-ching. Huh. I guess let's just try all of them. $18.16, $18.17. It's entirely possible I need to access them in a certain order. So many books. All glued to the shelf. What is that number? I can't really make it out. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna test every single one of these. Uh-huh. West door is locked. Astronomical clock. Interesting. No idea what to do with that yet. More posters. El Oceano of Hearts. 2 right-hand sides of posters. It's locked. Large wooden object. Something on the other side is blocking the way. Well. Exhibition opening 2014. Let me in. Automobile, but upside down. For whatever reason. It's locked. Uh-huh. An animal terrible. But scrambled. Order. Definitely something to do with all of these posters. There's some movie poster code language that I don't yet understand. Bolted from the other side. It's a hole in the forehead of the sculpture. Insert something? Could do. The document tube. There's a poster.
Who keeps cutting up these posters anyway? Lorenzo the Great's latest mystery show. I feel like I'm missing a section here. Not here, though. Well, maybe I'm not. That looks about right. The spirits come back. And another shape. Running out of directions. Huh. Well, I don't need to head all the way back to the gatehouse to save now. Espresso machine, espresso machine. Doors, doors, doors. Another poster. Didn't even see that. Who's been daubing this paint everywhere anyway? Playing cards turn into keys. Going here? Yes. Okay. Bolted from the other side. That's clearly locked. I'm not even gonna bother. 1963 door. There's a 2014 door. Another cut-up poster. Another dollar. What? Poster reassembler. That's me. Renzo's Vermilion Tears. Cure the blind, heal the sick. $1847. Another document tube. What does this say on it? I don't know why I'm even looking. I can't read it. Look at it just to add it to my list of things to do. Well, that's the only thing down here. It's locked. Lock room 1847. There might be a book 1847. Unlock room 2014. There's no one there. Ah. 1847. So there's a bit of broken banister, maybe? There's a key hanging off of that chandelier, which I saw before and immediately forgot about, but I see it again. I need something to be able to reach that. Is there a 1847? That's the 70s. 80s. 90s. There is not. It would be on the other side of the room. It's way up there, but it would be upper floor. Through there, perhaps. So many locked doors. Coat hanger. I can hang up my coat. Why would I want to do that? Most assuredly an option. One of the options of all times, definitely. Let's interact with that just to get it added to the list of things to do. What to do, what to do, what to do. Sure, there's anything else to be done on this floor right now. Definitely can't do anything with this. I wonder what the current possessions menu has to say about the gaming system. Stolen in the gatehouse. Borrowed. In very good condition and has almost no visible scratches, very light. KGB Electronics 1982, not for resale, is printed on the label on the back. The Bite Size was a handheld game console developed by KLB Electronics. Magazine advertisements from 1982 suggest the console would have launched the same year, but no sources have been able to verify that the console ever released. Some sources claim the device was withdrawn due to players receiving severe eye strain. The console is said to have been able to install games and applications on the internal memory and display 3 colors, white, grey, and black, simultaneously on the 180 by 180 pixel display. So many things to do. Saw an old-fashioned man on the surveillance monitor. Discovered the library. Entered various rooms. Saved the game repeatedly. Uh, 8 out of 45 things from the hotel. 2 more from the outside, somehow. 1 of 20 shortcuts.